Welcome to Kingsville ISD School Finance 101. In the spring of 2006, the Texas legislature passed House Bill 1 in an attempt to reduce property taxes and equalize state funding for all school districts. The bill required each school district to lower its tax rate by 1/3 and then increase state aid to make up the difference. Unfortunately, House Bill 1 capped this combination of local and state revenue at the 2006 funding level, which means for every year after 2006, even if our property values go up, the school district will not be able to get additional money because the state will pay us less. Unless changes are made to the current finance system, total revenue per student will never be higher than the amount of funding the district received in 2006. Here's what our budget looks like right now, and when you break it down, it's really pretty simple. The rising cost of goods and services through inflation is affecting everyone, but our revenue per student is the same as it was back in 2006. School districts simply cannot keep providing the same services when expenses are rising faster than revenue. For Kingsville ISD, payroll is the largest expense because we depend on people to deliver services. Payroll makes up 73% of the local budget, which is 82% of the total budget when taking into account all revenue sources. The largest portion of the budget goes to teachers and staff who interact daily with our children in the classrooms. The bottom line is this. Our 2010 and 2011 budget was balanced, but only after using $864,000 from the fund balance. This leaves our current fund balance at just enough to cover 2.5 months of operating expenses, which is an accepted amount as recommended by the Texas Education Agency. So, how can a school district generate more money? One way is to increase student enrollment, but more students would mean more cost. The second way is by raising the maintenance and operations tax rate currently set at $1.04, which would have to be approved by voters in a tax ratification election. Even if taxpayers voted to allow the maximum increase to $1.17, this would only be a short-term solution to the budget deficit because, as we all know, costs just keep going up. The third way to increase revenue for education is to improve student attendance. For each student absence, school districts lose approximately $35. With a 94% attendance rate for the district, an improvement of just 1% would increase funding by approximately $204,000, which could be used to fund lower class sizes, technology in the classroom, and after-school programs for students. Okay, so what now? School districts across the state are looking for ways to cut costs in order to balance the budget. But cutting costs means cutting programs and services that support students. Even if the legislature taps into the rainy day fund, relief to districts will be short-lived unless the system for financing public education changes. While facing a deficit of up to $27 billion, Texas lawmakers could potentially take until late summer before finalizing cuts. Regardless of those decisions, the Kingsville Independent School District is committed to reaching its mission and vision through continued expenditure reductions and revenue enhancements, while minimizing impact on classroom instruction as much as possible. To share your concerns with Texas lawmakers, please visit the following website for contact information and current events in the legislative session: savetxschools.org. Ideas for cutting costs and generating revenue in KISD are welcomed and may be submitted to financeideas@kingsvilleisd.com. Thank you for joining us for Kingsville ISD School Finance 101, and stay tuned for future sessions.